Hey,
What's up?
we're live.
Yeah, we're
We
live.
are. We are. Wait a minute. Who are you?
The bold one, the cold one, John Colder Ice Lawson.
Brent Leary. How you like the hat? It's old
Actually, I like
school.
that hat. I actually like that hat. That
This is
hat
the
brings me
or-
back.
the original Rams logo from the 30s. You
Well, it
know,
doesn't. It doesn't
back when
bring
you
me
were
that.
born.
It doesn't bring me that far back. But good for you.
No, I thought you might have, sported it back then, when you were a
Okay,
young man.
just keep it going. Keep it going. You will pay for this later. That's all.
No, I pay for it every damn week. So, there's nothing
Whatever.
new. Ain't
Whatever.
nothing new. Look, we already got somebody gave us a heart.
Heart. Oh, hearts.
Do you know who OG Bob's is?
OG Bob's. Not
Yes, OG
really.
Bob's.
But I actually see my cousins in here.
Is this your real? Yeah, this is your real cousin. Got
That's
your last
cool.
name.
Yeah. And he's got the third on it. My
So
man.
let me guess. There were two other Garfield Lawsons, huh?
Absolutely.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
so smart.
You're so smart.
That's what I'm talking about. There's OG Bob's.
Hey,
Keep
OG
up the good
Bob's.
work.
Not
Thank
sure who
you.
OG Bob's is. But yeah,
Oh, you don't
fantastic.
know? I thought that was maybe one of your coaching people.
No, not OG
No?
Bob's. No.
Well, thank you, OG Bob's. We definitely appreciate it.
All right.
Yo,
Yeah, see, that's what he's drinking, but it's Friday here.
so what? Uh,
Mm.
you drink that pretty much any damn day anyway, right? What is
No,
it?
absolutely not. You know what?
What?
This is a scotch that I bought in the duty free coming back from Australia. Never seen this bottle before. And I was like, let me try that. So, and it's
Is it?
really great. It's really great.
How much did it cost?
90, $90. You
Would
know,
somebody
what?
give it to you or something?
No, I was in the actual, like I said, in the duty free. I always go through the duty free when I'm leaving the country.
Do they have a price free? Because that's usually where I would go if I was to
Uh,
get something.
Look, here's
Price
the
free.
deal. Like this, I've never seen this. I've drank this. It's called Famous Grouse, right? Famous Grouse is kind of a mid-level, you know, scotch, right? So anyway, I'm looking and they have this bottle and it has no writing on it other than it says Famous Grouse. And it's like Famous Grouse Raw. I've never heard of it. It's like really cool. So it's like, raw from the barrel. It's just, kind of anyway.
Yeah, I don't know
But
what the hell you're talking
this
about.
is it's so it's a rarity. It's probably only in duty free. So people, if you go through duty free in countries, sure you can find your normal stuff, but you can also find things that are only created for the duty free. They have special runs a lot of times for duty free on liquors and stuff.
You could have just said, you know, they had a special bottle of Ripple, and that's what
Ripple,
I went for. That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what you usually drink, ain't
Ripple. What is Ripple?
it? Look, I don't front.
I'm
You know,
serious.
you
I,
know
I
damn
know I
well
know the
what
word.
Ripple is.
I know the word. Fred Sanford used to talk about it all the time, but
Yeah, your boy Fred Sanford,
I've never
Ned
seen
the
Ripple.
Wino.
I've never seen Ripple though. I've never actually seen. I don't know what Ripple actually is.
I can't
I
believe you're
really
trying to
don't.
front.
You've you've actually seen a bottle of Ripple.
Back in the day.
I've never seen a bottle of Ripple.
So your cousin wants to talk about stocks. What?
Yeah, you can talk
How
about
much
them.
they've gone down? How much we've all lost?
You mean how
I
much they
I
went on
don't like
sale?
looking at the stuff right now.
You mean how much it went on sale?
Yeah, it's on sale all right. Deep discount.
Deep
What was it
discount.
today? I didn't look today.
Actually, I think it was close. It was 100 down 100.
Well,
It got
after
back.
going down 1,000 yesterday,
It
why?
went down 1,000 yesterday, and it was down like over 500 today. But it kind of snapped back, and you know. Oh, these are great questions. Way to go, cuz. He's a, do you trust crypto? Hell no. You can't trust anything. I don't trust the stock market. I don't trust banks. I don't trust, well, I don't trust, look, I don't trust him. Look, him, I don't trust him. You can't trust, man. Look, you can't, all of it is at any money that you put in crypto is at risk money.
Man, your cousin is like going in. Dogecoin. I don't even know what
care. I don't
SHIB
care.
is.
Shibadoo, shibadabadoo.
Isn't that the
I can't
dude
remember.
that used to dance with Turbo and Ozone
Wow.
back in the day?
Wow, you plus the hat. You're really giving me age here, brother.
Just trying to make you feel right at home. That's all I'm here
thank
for.
you. Thank you very much.
Oh,
But the deal is for real, for guys, crypto just in general. I don't care what you're thinking about, whether it's NFTs, crypto, any of this. You know, your money's always at risk. That's just in
can
general.
we just say right now, everything is at risk. Don't matter what you're in.
I
It's just
disagree
not.
with that. No, I disagree
Oh,
with that.
yeah?
Everything else, everything. Some things are just in waiting. Some things, like we say, are on sale. I mean, just man, look.
That's just another word for at risk at this point. I'm not saying that it's gone forever, but right now, I don't trust anything.
Well, I already said don't trust anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
agree
what
with
I
that.
mean.
Yeah, don't. Yeah,
Ain't
you
nothing
never
you
trust
can
a-
run to right now that's safe. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, there's nothing. Yeah,
The cash.
you know, it was funny is because you just don't know. I mean, everything is so. It's kind of weird. We're in we at first I thought it was just a anomaly that we would see these large swings, right, in the markets. But now it's this been going on for at least a good 2.5 years, at least since COVID. I mean, when COVID hit, the stock market was at like 17,000.
Right.
Just remember that, right? And if you'd have had the thought of this might be an opportunity, which a lot of people actually did, most of them were Congress people because they were inside of meetings. But I digress. But
Well,
if you think
if you
about
recall,
yeah.
when the other dude got let out kicking and screaming from the office, we were up into the 20s, right? And then, COVID hit. Oh, and then it went down.
It was almost
then-
going to hit 30. It was almost going to hit
Yeah.
30.
And then it
And
retreated.
then it crashed down to 17. Yeah.
And I remember this because, I'm one of these long-term dudes. I don't take out stuff at the first sign of trouble. I just let it ride. So I remember my stuff, my accumulative stuff.
His billions, people. He
My
just doesn't want to
stuff,
say it.
It
His
was
billions.
It
Dude's
went
a
down.
billionaire.
Nuh-uh. It went down at least 30-40%.
Yeah.
But within like a 6 month, from April 2020 to like the end of
You're
that
still
year,
up.
it went up dramatically.
But the
It
thing
went
is,
way back up.
that's the thing. It's like where everybody is still up.
Yeah, since COVID. Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
everybody is still up.
Yeah.
So,
But it just
no
doesn't
panic.
feel good
no panic.
because it ain't where it was.
Yeah, you wasn't as up as you was up, but we all still up. And
Right.
certain things will return. You know where I feel like, Brent, honestly, because you're old enough to remember this. I really feel like right now in the e-commerce space, when we're talking about because we should get into things that have happened this week with Shopify and the e-commerce space in general.
Speak about a ride.
Right. But Amazon's still down and, other
Everything
things.
for the most
So, but here's what I feel a little bit is that we're this reminds me of 1990,
What happened in 1990?
the late 90s where the dot-com boom. I feel like there's a dot-com bust going on right now. Another one, right? At least in the e-commerce space. It's an e-commerce bust right now in terms of the stock market.
There's a lot of money and people are trying to figure out where to put it to make even more money. So I think there's a lot of money on the sidelines, just waiting.
To come into the market, you think there's a
Yeah.
lot of money that, so how far does it have to drop before it triggers?
See, I'll leave that to y'all
Oh, okay.
speculators,
Well,
because
you
I
speculate.
just
That's
put
what we
my
doing.
money. No, I just put it in and let it stay and let it ride. Because unless you are planning to take it out because you need it, it's not. You're not losing
So let me
or
ask you
winning.
this: Are you still putting in on a periodically? Are you
I'm
still
starting to
buying?
put in some
You're
because
starting
it's
now
down.
because
Yeah,
it's down. That's
right.
I think that's a great strategy, right?
Yeah,
But you're old, like you're really old. So
yeah. But
how
I'll never
long?
be as old as you.
Shut up. So what is the number that if you put in today, not the number of not the dollars, but how long are you willing to quote let it ride for this? So you know what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. If you're 20 years old, the money you're putting in to let it ride is going to ride for another 40 years.
It should.
If you're Brent's age, it might ride for another 5 if you're lucky. So
Yeah.
no, but what's the number in your mind? You know what I'm saying?
Look, until I'm ready to retire, I don't plan on taking anything out. Now that's the plan.
Right, but how much
Things
do
happen.
you risk it for the next 5 years? 7
I'm
years,
risking it for the next whatever
whatever the
10,
number is.
15.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're just like long haul kind of thing.
I
Gotcha.
unless I need it, which
Yeah, you're not going to take it out.
I don't plan on taking it out.
Right.
That's the whole. There's no point.
So
From
here's
this.
my thing. Like
All
the
right.
closer I get, the more risky I will play
Really?
in terms of what
Usually,
I might invest.
the
in.
older you get, the less risky you play.
Right, but see, I'm already all that is kind of
You're
baked
already
in.
old, so right.
Yeah, well, that's true. And a lot of it is baked in, in terms of, I got what I got, and I plan on holding on to it. I plan on doing smart things with it, when the time comes for me to retire. 'Cause I got a
think the
number in
smart.
my head.
Yeah, I think the smart thing is, as long as you don't need the money, you don't take it out.
Great. That's almost like lending to friends. That's a good,
Really?
that's a good yardstick. It's like lending to friends because I will not lend to friends when I can't lose. We've had that discussion before. We've had that discussion.
Or what's the Oprah method? You only lend if you're prepared to say goodbye forever.
Forever, ever. Right? So anybody that calls me up, if you're thinking about asking me for anything, keep that in mind, please.
All right.
If I can't lose it, you can't use it.
So I got a bone to pick
Uh-oh.
with your people.
Oh, yeah, you know what?
I
Here
got
we
to do
go.
it. I got to do it.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Blind side. This is a blind side. I didn't see that
Well,
one coming.
as you can see, we started off watching Amazon, and I think we've only mentioned Amazon once or twice because it's talking about all this other thing. So the cold one, the bold one, John Colderice Lawson.
Oh my God, here we go.
He does. I mean, I don't know how long he's been doing this, but every day for like the past 20 years or something like that, he's been asking his community of Facebook followers a question of the day. I don't participate in these things because
but he knows they're there.
How can you not? You get notifications.
There you
I
go.
just choose to ignore them.
No, you don't.
I ignore them.
No, you don't.
Because quite honestly, folks, here's what it is. I'm not a lab rat. I'm not here for his entertainment. I'm not here to amuse him so he can throw out his questions of the day and get people to respond and react. I ain't going for it. But I thought it was a good thing, since we are looking for a new name for a show that allows us to expand our boundaries of what we talk about. So I said to the cold one, the bold one, John Colderice Lawson, why don't you ask Why don't you ask?
Dude, this is a
your
documentary, folks. Continue.
Why don't you ask your community of rabbit Coach John people and I'm Team John and Colder Ison, Colder Ison, Colder Ice Lawson, you know, the followers, the flock, the sheep,
the friends. How about that?
Yeah, the fanatics.
Friends.
To ask them what kind of a name, what would be a good name?
Yeah, for the show.
For us to replace
Okay, get to it. Whatever. What are you doing?
How many responses did you get, by the way?
I don't know. How many did I get?
You got a lot. I did happen to peek in and look.
Well, I did tag you at least.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
And I don't know if that was a good thing or not, based on what I saw.
Hateration in the house. That's
okay.
Okay. When they come for you, don't say anything to me.
Did you have a favorite from your group?
I'm not even playing into your game right now. This is like I said, this is a blind side. You do your thing. Talk, Brent.
Ain't nobody paying attention to us right now.
Garfield's out there asking great questions.
Is he still talking about Bitcoin?
No, this is a great question. He heard that word Amazon. He put a question up about Amazon.
This guy, anyway, your cousin, he wants us to do like a stock show. It looks like it's not bad.
I think he's just curious right now.
Why can't he ask you these things at the family barbecue or something?
Shut up. Just go. Jesus
Christ. I'm just saying. All right, so I just have to say, I saw a lot of entries.
A lot of entries.
A lot of, interaction.
A lot of help. A lot of people that actually cared enough to respond. Go continue.
Yeah, a lot of people who cared enough to respond. You got to give them that.
Exactly.
But not much beyond that. Sorry, folks. Those answers.
Wow.
They just weren't.
Hateration.
I beg
You're welcome.
Which of those did you like?
There was a couple of good ideas in there, honestly.
What didn't somebody have one that had Amazon in it?
Yeah, well, had to explain. We're trying to get away from the Amazon part.
Yeah,
I think they I mean, when you said to do this, I was like, okay, it's interesting. Let's see what happens. But I wasn't really expecting to get necessarily there from asking the public, honestly.
Not the public.
Not in a bad way.
Your public. Cold Rice public.
My stuff is public.
They're very specific.
My stuff is public, right?
The Cold Rice Legions.
Right. Anyway, continue. Let's get to the bottom of where you're trying to go in this bucket of slime. Go ahead. Continue.
Bucket of slime.
Yes, you're trying to slime my people.
Okay, well, let me first thank you.
There you go.
Thank all of you for the time and effort for participating in the Cold One, the Bold One, John Cold Rice Lawson's question.
I like the one who's talk is cheap. That was kind of good. I did like that. But I didn't want to say talk is cheap.
That would be the best out of that group. I agree.
There you go.
But not enough.
Right. But the idea, I was like, you know what? There's something there.
There is something there. There was something there.
So
I will say
that was definitely
there was one.
And it was the very first one that came out too. So I was like,
that's true. So basically, what you're saying is it went downhill from the very first one.
No, it just didn't go uphill.
It just kind of stayed.
Anyway, can we get to the point? These people want to hear some content.
All right.
You're not helping anybody right now.
So I think we have a new name.
Oh, we do.
Do we?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Oh no! Remember I said this is left field. So what's the new name, Brett?
Oh, I thought you liked it.
I might have.
Wait
I
a
can't
minute.
remember. What was the I don't even remember.
I thought you liked it. See what I'm doing?
Passing the mic.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, I did like that. I like
Passing
it.
the mic.
I like that. What's
Got
that?
the
That's the name of an album, though.
actually it's a name, is it an album or a song? Beastie Boys.
The Beastie Boys passing by.
It's a-
Okay. Oh
yeah.
well, I love the Beastie Boys.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I so love the Beastie Boys.
It's got the old school feel to it. Little hip hop passing the mic. That's what goes
I
on.
definitely I'm in on it.
Passing
But
the mic.
and then we have to do with John and Brent kind of thing on the bottom.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. But pass the mic.
Mm.
Or in my case, I will snatch the mic.
You will have to. You will have to. You'll be like that dude in the Dave Chappelle audience to get this mic.
Oh,
Go for it.
dang. You gotta bring that up.
Of course. That was crazy. At
What
the
was
Hollywood
the best
Bowl.
part of that?
Just think at the Hollywood Bowl. It was what?
Chris Rock was there for it.
Oh yeah.
With the best, he got
mean,
the
come
joke
on.
in.
Whatever.
That was it.
I could have got up on stage and did that joke.
Yeah, but it was
But to come from Chris
Chris.
and to be the first thing that he ever did on it,
That's what I'm saying.
it
It was
brilliant.
perfect. It was almost like he paid the dude to do that.
You might have opened. We need to get on TMZ on this one. Let's find out if this guy had any connections to.
Well, how many brothers does Chris Rock have? About
a
20?
lot, right? So
Yeah.
that could have been a brother.
Could have been, or it could have been Will. Jalen.
Oh, shut up! All right,
All right.
what's up?
So, pass the mic.
Pass
That
the
allows
mic.
us to talk about anything we want.
And now we got to get a song made.
We should get your boy Troy.
I don't know, man. I might have to talk to my nephew.
What about your cousin Garfield? Does he rap?
I don't know if Garfield raps. I don't know if Garfield raps.
All right.
So, go for
So
it.
that's that.
That's that. I'm definitely calling my nephew. I'm gonna see him tomorrow, and let's see
right.
if he can get us a track or two.
And it's got to be hard.
I want it to be like I'll tell him. I'm like, here's you want hard. I want pop.
What?
Yeah,
Pop?
absolutely. I want hard pop.
Hard pop. What the hell is that?
That would be like Nelly.
I bet Nelly would slap the hell out of you if you called it.
I don't care.
Hard pop.
Come, bring it, Nelly. You're hard pop. I think he would. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. How many people did Nelly kill on a record? I mean, seriously.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. You know, we're you know. I mean, how many people did Nelly free on a record?
What the hell?
I'm saying, you know, Public Enemy kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying it's kind of hard pop. I mean, I'm not saying it in a bad way.
I am.
I'm not. I respect Nelly. Nelly, honestly, to tell you the goodness truth about Nelly, I never would expect that people today would have known that man. You know what I'm saying? When I first heard Nelly, I thought it was such like
that country grammar nonsense song.
Baby. I was like, this.
Hey, look, if that was his only song, nobody would be thought. It's hot in her. It's the hot in her thing.
Anyway,
Anyway.
the first time I heard that song, I knew it was going to be a massive hit. I have an ear for hard. It was hard pop. It was hard pop rap.
All right, let's move on. Spotify. You want to talk about Spotify, right?
Why you want to talk about Spotify, bro?
I thought you said we had to, because you sent me something about something
Shopify.
that Spotify bought.
Shopify. Yes.
That's close enough. Shopify.
Oh, come on. First, you got to talk about Shopify missing their numbers.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
It wasn't pretty.
Ooh.
Right? That's what I'm saying when we're talking about how, you know, the environment right now is pretty interesting for e-commerce businesses. A lot of them
even if you had hit your numbers, you're getting killed because it's the guidance that was killing people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you
Soft,
going to do, right? What are you
soft
going to do?
guidance.
But
Every-
they have now purchased, or do you have a clip? I don't know. You might have a
No,
clip.
I don't. I'm not up to clips yet.
You're not
I
the
gotta work.
clips yet?
Gotta work my
Oh.
way back. We were off for so long. I have
Uh-huh.
to gear back up.
Not we, you. Let's get it correct.
All right, Shopify.
Deliver has reached an agreement to join Shopify. That was the announcement on Deliver's page, and that's Deliver with 2 R's, right?
All right, so
We're announcing
what do they
that
do? What does Deliver do?
Shopify, what does Deliver do?
Yeah, what do they
They
do?
allow you to store product in their warehouse system to be able for you to offer fast shipping to any
Okay.
part of America. So
Like
it's
what is
basically
fast? What's considered fast
2 to 3
by them?
days.
Okay. So not
And
quite Amazon fast, but fast.
so yeah, right. And who cares? Honestly, it's not necessarily about the fastest, but it is about communicating and guaranteeing. All right.
Okay.
If I have a 3-day shipment and Amazon has a 2-day shipment, unless I am just like horny to get the product, I will possibly choose a 3-day shipment if the brand or the offer is better.
I can see
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I
So, but I mean, everybody doesn't play the game with that. So, Deliver came out with a solution that would allow Shopify type, you know, uh, players to
yeah, start
do
getting
the
that fast
2-day
shipping out.
warehouse.
Was it like
stuff.
$2 billion for that or something like that?
They're offering 2 point something billion.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And, for me, it represents Shopify's due diligence in attempting to do it themselves. Good on Shopify.
Well, I think it's something they had to do more than
Right. But when we talked about Shopify saying that they're going to create their own, Amazon Prime competitor, putting products in warehouses, neither one of us said, hey, you should just buy one of those.
Oh no, I
Right?
didn't. I don't know those players. I never heard of the Deliver until they bought it. Really?
Well, probably 90% of the world hadn't either, but
Right.
98% of the world probably.
Weren't we
Right?
talking about Walmart doing more of that kind of thing?
We were talking about that, yeah, last week. Yeah.
So what is this? So in the big picture, does this change anything in terms of the kind of the landscape? Does it vault Shopify any closer, significantly closer to Amazon?
Too
I
soon
didn't
to
think so.
tell.
It just I think it was a good move for them to stay in the game.
I think that $2 billion, yeah, it might be a little high. Okay. But they would have spent at least $1 billion to get what they're buying from Deliver. In terms
Yeah,
of,
I think that's
you know what I'm saying?
the alternative. Maybe they paid a little premium,
Yes, they definitely paid a little premium. Right.
but it saves
But
them a lot of time,
hey, look,
ramp up time.
I just happened to look this up the other day. Do you remember when, Google bought YouTube for $1.6 billion? Today, that is an effing bargain.
Of course.
But at the time, you were like, what the hell are you? It was the first $1 billion offer.
I remember when Amazon bought Twitch for about that, and I was like, what the hell's that?
Yeah, but the Twitch ain't no damn YouTube. But yes,
Well,
okay, I'll give you that.
but it's a home run.
It is
I
a
mean,
home run.
YouTube is like a great triple, quadruple grand slam or
Yeah,
something.
it absolutely. It's just like that's a once in a lifetime. But I mean, sometimes you can overpay for something and and another great example is Walmart paying that for Jet.
$3 billion and did. I mean, let's put it like this. Let's name some of these things. I remember when Facebook bought Instagram, and I was like, that's a lot of money. I remember when they bought WhatsApp. It's like, damn, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And look, all
It
that
just
stuff
keeps
paid
getting
off.
into it keeps getting every time I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. Every time.
Now we got your boy, E. Musk, 44 billion.
Good luck with that. I heard that feds are going to be looking into that.
Do you see where Oracle's founder Larry Ellison is giving him $1 billion? He raised like an additional $7 billion by calling his partners, that went in on the deal.
Oh, cool. That's crazy if you think about it.
How cool must it be to be able to call one of your boys up and say, hey, man, you want in on this?
Twitter.
Just give me a bill. That's all I need. Just a bill. And to be able to just, all right, you want it in 10s or 20s?
I don't think it's that simple.
Oh, wait.
But
the president's got a lot of great thoughts.
I know.
He must have got the brains in the family,
He did.
TikTok is he's right. TikTok is gonna be tough competition for all those folks. They're the hot one right now. They just announced, they just made an announcement too. They're gonna start letting third-party cookies in.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're gonna start monetizing all that.
Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah.
The key is how you monetize. Absolutely. I'm not going to say anything. We'll see. What I find interesting is that people always compare it to Facebook, and I would compare it more to YouTube. But at any rate, we'll see.
Which is interesting because YouTube is trying to be like TikTok. You see, all of a
Right,
sudden,
they're trying to add a TikTok component to it.
Yeah, and they are optimizing it. So in their search, you're seeing a lot of those shorts. I don't know what they call those things, but is it called YouTube Shorts?
Yeah.
All right. You're starting to see a lot more of those show up in the search results.
Right. But I mean, that's what you do when you launch a new product.
Yeah.
So when Facebook launches, a new product like meetups or whatever, well, I don't know what to call groups, then you started seeing a lot of groups. Now you don't really see groups in your feed. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to launch something, that's what you will do.
Oh, YouTube is going nowhere.
Yeah, YouTube's not going anywhere. But if somebody took 10% of YouTube's traffic, that would be a news story. So, I mean, just understand that TikTok has not got to take a huge portion to take over. We ain't trying to go there. But if they took 10% of, 20%, that shit would be so huge for that company. So let's keep an eye. Definitely.
Is there a TikTok app for like Amazon Fire TV and all these TVs? Is there a TikTok app so you can watch TikTok on the TV sets? I don't have that. If they do, I'm just curious.
What do you mean? Can I watch TikTok on my TV?
Yeah, like you can watch YouTube on your TV.
No. But I mean, you watch YouTube. Well, the thing is, you watch YouTube on your TV mostly through your stick. Well, so all you really need to do is create an app that works on the stick. And
exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's
like I watch YouTube on my Fire TV.
Right.
Yeah, that's what.
So there's not that I know of a dedicated by TikTok app that you can load and watch the videos. You know
what's really interesting, at least for me, I think if I kind of look at the amount of time I spend watching TV or watching content, I'm thinking I spend about 30 to 40% of my content watching time on YouTube. Like watching stuff that people post on YouTube. 2 or 3 years ago, nowhere near that. But I spend a lot of time. I'll watch old shows. I'll watch
anything.
How-tos.
Anything.
If I'm looking for something for my Mac or Apple stuff, I spend hours going over what I see on YouTube.
Yeah.
I spend probably less than 10% of my time on like network programming, maybe 5%.
Really?
What else, what do you watch on network TV?
Bro, I don't know about network TV, but I'm in freaking Netflix all the time. I love Netflix.
Hey, Valencia. Good to hear from you. Is Reels competition for sure? Yeah, I mean, what
No,
Reels came first,
no,
right?
no, they're
Reels came
not.
first.
No, they're not. To answer her question.
Well, it's their answer. It's not the answer.
No, that's their answer to TikTok. It's not their answer to YouTube.
Well, but I think what she's saying is with that YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels are trying to answer TikTok.
She said, "Is Instagram Reels competition for YouTube Shorts?"
For YouTube.
No,
I think that's Instagram's answer to YouTube Shorts, isn't it?
no, it's not. That's Instagram's answer to TikTok. YouTube Shorts are YouTube's answer to TikTok. They are going. Both of them are on the same side of the ball.
Right, but she's
Which, of
basically
course,
the equivalent to YouTube
not-
Shorts for
they're not
Instagram
friends,
is
but-
Reels.
Reels ain't taking no YouTube traffic. Let's just put it like that.
No, I think just technically speaking, Instagram Reels is their Instagram's YouTube
Answer
Shorts.
to TikTok.
Okay,
No,
but it's
Instagram
also YouTube
answers-
Shorts.
Okay. Anyway,
Everything.
not by.
Is-
How about this? Not by intention, but by default.
Well, they're all trying to answer TikTok.
Exactly.
That's just
leave
but
it
that's
at that.
just-
Just leave it at that.
That's just Instagram's answer. It compares to YouTube Shorts.
Okay.
There's
Well, he gave
got-
you his answer. I gave
Yeah.
you my answer.
I gave you the correct
Yeah.
answer.
I gave
he
you
wants
the
you
real answer.
He wants you
I gave
to
you
wallow
the
in
real answer.
ignorance. He
Ah.
wants you not to be
Oh,
in the know.
God.
That's why I'm here.
Whatever.
Pass me the damn mic.
Oh, no.
give it to me.
Snatch the mic. Snatch the mic.
Oh boy, I'm gonna treat you like LL treated cannabis.
Now I'm going to treat you like Will Smith treated.
No, no, we ain't doing that.
Okay. But no, I don't think so. It's not.
So Shopify, in the end, I think it's a smart move. I think it's really the most logical move
Me
because
too.
it's you can't. They don't have enough time to try to build it up on their own.
No. And they'll jump right in, offer the services to their current subscription base. Hopefully this company, they let just run itself like it's already has if it's got good leadership. And it's just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
Did you see this thing? I'm going to this customer privacy thing. Did you see this? It was a Wall Street Journal article, but it was based on stuff that's been going on for years. Grinder, you know that the app.
Never heard of it.
Well, I know you probably have heard of it. Anyway, so it's like the gay
Of course
answer
I've
to
heard
Tinder,
of it.
right?
Of course.
It's like the gay answer to Tinder.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, at a high level, I'm guessing that's what it is.
It's just it's a hookup app.
It's a hookup app,
Yeah.
right? So, I think it was last year there was an article that came out where there was this. I don't know if it was a cardinal or a priest or somebody in the Catholic Church got outed out because
He's on
do
Tinder
you remember that?
or a grinder.
Yeah,
Faintly.
Yeah, their Grinder
yeah.
was selling their data. It got into the hands of somebody that was not happy to find that there was somebody in the church that was using the app. Yeah, so that all got
Makes
started because Grinder is out there selling the data to the users. So there
Which
was
is
a big.
so stupid.
Here's
So
the thing: are your customers your users, or are your customers the folks you're selling data to? Now, maybe it's a it's twofold, but
No, I think I don't know. We have to. I would need to know more about the actual data itself. My guess is that they're selling.
selling the people that are using their app. They're selling the
They're
data.
selling a list.
Yeah, well, I don't know exactly how much or what
Well, they have
type
to
of data they're
look. The
selling,
deal is
but it was enough.
they're
It was
selling enough
enough.
data that I can put whatever you gave me name with this priest.
It's enough to out people
Right.
who
It's
are
not
using the app.
aggregated data. It's not
Yeah.
aggregated
So,
data.
so for me, it's like you have apparently you have well, you do. You have two sets of customers.
Mm-hmm.
Folks that are using the app, they're customers. Even if they ain't paying, they're using your app.
Brent,
What?
I think you're going down this road. And when we have this conversation about Amazon, you think Amazon only has one customer. So I will have
No,
to disagree with this two customer thing that you're talking on the basis that you use for Amazon and its sellers not being actual customer.
no, you
And
say
only,
you consider yourself customers. So you're a customer. If that's what you consider yourself, you're a
but I
customer.
am a customer.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
you're a customer if you buy stuff. You're a customer if you sell stuff. So you're a
Right.
double customer.
A
You're
double customer,
on
but
both
it's got
sides,
double
right?
standards.
So with this, you have users who are customers, even if
Right.
they're not paying, they're using the app, so they are your customer.
That's true too. They don't get paid for those users.
Well, actually, what's happening, which is even worse, is you got one set of customers actually taking advantage and potentially doing harm to the other set of your customers, which is the folks that are buying your data. So
how did the one set of customers do harm? The data buyers.
the data buyers, because they're taking the data and exposing it in a way that is affecting the folks using the app.
So you're
They're
saying
getting
that
outed.
an actual customer or like a actual
Somebody
organization
using the app.
or somebody
right?
that had access to that data. Who
They're
outed the
selling the
priest?
data.
Who
They're
outed the
selling the
priest? I'm
data.
just curious. I'm trying to follow this. Who outed the priest? Was it a individual? I mean, did it get into a newspaper? I don't remember. How did
Yes,
this
it got
happen?
into the newspaper.
So somebody sent it to the newspaper after
And
they found out that it was a priest that was
yes,
associated with this. Okay.
yes.
All right. So, but you're saying that all the people that use that data have some culpability?
It doesn't look like they put a lot of safeguards on who they sell the data to. So they can sell the
I don't
data to
think they should be
somebody.
selling the data. That's the
They probably
conversation.
should. Well, that's the whole argument. It's like you have a set of customers, which are users, who by
Yeah, but let's
using
be
your
clear. Let's
wait,
be
wait a
clear.
minute,
This is
just
a
let me
hookup
finish.
app.
Let me finish. So as you use their app, you get their data, and then you offer your data to, it looks like, anybody. You don't have any real safeguards to say you can only use this data in this way. Because why in the
you're
world?
still talking. You're talking about how the company failed by selling the data. I'm
Absolutely.
talking, but I'm saying that the other people on the other side, I don't think there's any culpability because it's the data. I didn't make
I'm not
any
saying
promises
it's
with it.
culpability on their side. I'm talking about Grindr. They
Right,
have
Grindr is definitely the one
set.
that messed up.
I'm saying it's exactly what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is they're actually letting one set of customers do harm and damage to the other set of customers, which
You
makes
shouldn't even
totally
have a
no
second
sense.
set of customers.
I tend to agree with you.
Yeah, Grindr should not have a second set of customers.
Especially because once the data is out, you lose complete control of what can be done with it.
It's a privacy issue, bro. Like you said.
That's what I'm saying. But
Okay.
it's a practice that's been going on and continues to go on. These app makers, and let's face it, if you're not paying for the app or the service, then you are the product. That's the old saying.
You know what? I will actually say something to you, and you might not believe this, but I bet more than anything, the fact that this guy got outed, if we went all the way deep, he was probably a paying customer, not a free customer.
And that makes it even worse. So you're actually paying.
Yeah.
Not only giving them their data,
Giving you
data.
all that data. Yep.
You're giving them your money and
Yep.
your data to let somebody else they sell your data to
Yep.
negatively
I bet
you.
it's not a free account. I bet it was not a free account.
Even if it is a free account, it's messed up.
Yeah. But even if it's a free account, the deal is, I mean, this kind of a company should not be selling anybody's data. Period.
But this is where most of these app developers make their money. It's not all.
I don't know.
Oh, all right. So another example. I do this show, Watching Privacy. We talk about all this stuff all the time. It's getting harder and harder to buy a dumb TV.
A dumb TV.
A dumb TV. A TV that is not considered smart, that is not collecting data. It's just a screen that nothing goes back to. You just get.
That's called a monitor.
Content. It's called a dumb TV at this point.
It's called a monitor. Okay, but anyway.
Monitors are connected to the internet. So it's not just that. It's a dumb TV.
What is the dumb TV going to connect to?
Cable. But it doesn't transmit anything. It's a dumb TV.
Wait, excuse me. I just want to make sure.
Dumb TVs.
I'm just curious. You're saying cable does
What's
not
a monitor connected
to the internet?
What is a monitor connected to?
You're
mostly?
Saying cable
does
not connect to the internet, though.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that monitors are connected to computers. A dumb TV is not connected to a computer. It's streamed in. Nothing's going back out.
All I need is a monitor with a USB port, and I'm golden.
Yeah, and that makes it smart because it's connected and sending stuff back and forth.
Okay, but anyway, go ahead. Tell me. So because there's such a big dumb TV market out there. But go ahead.
Well, there are people who don't want their stuff being automatically transmitted back. They don't want people
and buy a damn farm.
Getting back to the point. So the people are looking for dumb TVs. The issue is TV makers are not living or off of selling their TVs. They're living off of the connection that allows them to aggregate data. That's why you don't see dumb TV makers anymore. You see smart TV makers because Roku, for example, made 500 million in ads last quarter. So they're not making the big money off of the actual device. They're making the money off of the device being connected and being able to aggregate the data and then sell ads. That's why you're seeing less and less dumb TVs out there because it pays to be smart. It doesn't pay to be dumb anymore. So that's why these apps, they're not app makers, they're advertisement sellers because they use the app to get your data to sell to other folks. This is all about ads. This is all about converting attention into data.
But all entertainment is about ads. Unless you're PBS.
No, it's so, but it's there's networks and there's manufacturing
which are ad supported. Name an industry that's not ad supported.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is there is a transition taking place. Pure advertisers, gonna be fewer and fewer of them. These connected devices, manufacturers who are able to actually do the job of the advertisers because they have the connection and they are aggregating the data. So now they become advertisers.
I don't know.
Check out the revenue. Check out the percentage of their business that is becoming revenue driven by ads versus selling actual hardware. It's going like this for the ad part of their business.
Because that's all there is.
No,
what?
Selling the hardware, the TV. That was their original business.
What does that mean? Yeah, the original phone only communicated between two people. Now I can fucking run my business on it. I mean, what's your point?
My point is, apparently, you're not seeing the point.
I know, but I get the
We have
point, but I'm
my
like, no,
ro-
I
a
look, bro, I didn't let you add the mic.
a TV
I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just trying to say
a TV manufacturer
needs
made
to
their
make a
money.
smart TV because
No. Before they were
look,
smart, they were just TVs. They
listen
would
to me.
sell the no.
Listen,
They would
I
sell
got
the
you.
TV,
I'm not
and
disagreeing with you.
and then they would take the revenue from the
I'm not
TV sales
disagreeing you,
and
but I'm
say
saying
that
ain't nobody
well,
out here looking for a dumb TV.
there
The
are
market,
people that
there
are
is
looking
no
for dumb
market,
TVs.
bro.
There
If there were a bunch of people that wanted a dumb TV, trust and believe Sony would give your ass a dumb TV.
They don't make
because
anywhere near the revenue
pass
off
the
of that.
mic. Pass the mic.
They don't make anywhere near the revenue off of dumb TVs that they
What?
make
So why
on
would you
smart
make one?
TVs.
Why would
So
you make
that's
one
why
then?
they are making
And why
more
would you
smart
make one?
TVs.
Okay, so that's good business.
And it's not good business for people who are very privacy concerned. That's what I'm saying. People that are privacy first don't want smart TVs.
First, any person that tells me you're privacy concerned and own a smartphone, I'm going to call bullshit on you. So, because you can't.
What other phone can you walk around with?
What you do? Why don't you just watch it on your phone?
But what other phone can you buy at this point? I don't think you can buy a dumb phone anymore.
Thing. Yeah, you can buy a burner phone.
A burner phone. Oh yeah, people are doing that.
That's what I'm saying. If you're walking around with a burner phone, and then talking about about all privacy, I'm with you.
But you don't have to load up your phone with all these apps that then take all your data.
What's the purpose of having the phone if we don't got no app?
The people who don't have all these apps on their phone are the ones looking for the dumb TV.
Anyway, fantastic. There's no dumb TV because there's no market full of dummies that want a dumb TV.
There's no dumb TV because the money is actually in the connection and the data that comes from that.
I'm sure they do make more from the connection because the connection is an ongoing membership. I get that. All right. I disagree with you saying that they get so much money from the data. The data is very minuscule. It's pennies on the dollar for data today. There's so many places to get data. Data is very important, but data is a commodity at this point.
Oh, not really. But it's the aggregation of the data and the ability to analyze it and as close to real time as possible. Before you had Nielsen with the set-top boxes, and everybody had to play the Nielsen game if you really wanted to figure out where to put your advertising money. Now you have the Rokus, the Amazon Primes, all these individual either device makers or content creators who are now have the ability to connect their own data. Why do you think Amazon got all those Fire TV devices and Fire Stick TV? They have their own direct connection now to what people are watching when they're watching it. They don't have to rely on Nielsen, so they're able to create their own advertising network.
This is now you're talking about smart TVs.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
You put the stick in, it's just a smart TV. A smart TV is that.
No, it's a device. It's a connection that allows for that information to come right back to them and not have to wait for Nielsen to tell them how many people are watching their shows.
If you say so.
Oh, believe me, folks. It's already started. You're already seeing real time.
Who's selling this data?
It's Amazon and all these other companies.
No. Okay. All right.
They're selling.
I'm getting confused.
Ads.
You're confusing me, man.
Well, that doesn't take much. I'm just
what
I'm saying is, if you are a device maker,
you're mad. Okay, let me ask you a question so I can understand what you're talking about. You're mad because Sony doesn't make dumb TVs anymore.
I'm not mad.
Okay, the point is that Sony won't make dumb TVs anymore because they want the data that they get from people that have the TV and what they watch.
Well,
and
I
they
wasn't
can
talking
sell
about
that data.
Sony in particular. I'm just
All right,
saying.
but I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it simplify it so I can understand it because I got a baby brain. Is
All
that
right.
what you're talking about?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Anyway, so if you buy a TV, you start to use it. If it doesn't have all the smart stuff and apps and all that, chances are it's not going to be transmitting your watching habits and all that kind of stuff. So the company that makes that TV has to live off of selling the TV, and once that TV is sold, their revenue stream is done.
All right.
That's
Thank
not what they want to do. They want
Thank you.
that
See,
ongoing
what they
stream
do
of
is
money.
they actually sell a license to install certain things onto that TV, just like Microsoft used to do back in the day, that you would get certain installations on the base system. That's where they make their money. They're not sitting around watching what you watch and get that served back. Those other apps are doing that. They're just selling the space on the menu.
I don't think that's the case. Maybe some of them are, but
I'm telling you,
let's
bro, for real.
let's take if you have the ability and have tens of millions of connected devices out there, and people are able to watch stuff on those connected devices. Don't you think that they're trying to get all the data as much as they can back so that they can then use it's sort of like what we're talking about with the grinder thing. The grinder app
That's what started
gets
this.
well, that's what I'm saying. An app allows people to basically give their data to the app maker. Then the app maker says,
the
"Oh,
question
let me.
becomes,
What can I do with all this data? I can sell it to somebody who wants it."
What app do the TV makers own?
Amazon has that whole Amazon Fire
Amazon
Prime
don't make
TV.
Amazon ain't
They
a
make
TV
devices. They make sticks. They make TVs.
maker. Man, I can't
Yeah.
follow you. You taking me in circles, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
asked you about Sony. That's why I asked you about Sony, because I'm like, who are you talking about?
Anybody that
makes a TV.
a smart TV.
Anybody that makes a smart TV. So I
Yeah.
can buy Amazon smart TVs.
Or
Maybe I
a
can.
Roku.
I don't know.
You could buy a Roku.
That's a
who
set
can
top box.
Connect to a TV.
Right. That's
But
a
then
stick. That's a stick.
because they're connected, now they're able to collect the data.
Okay, I don't
Because all the
disagree that
programming is
but
on.
Roku doesn't make TVs.
Not yet.
Okay. There's a definitive line between TV makers and app makers. The TV that I buy does not have its
What is
own
Apple?
app.
Apple has Apple TV and Apple Plus.
You
right?
can't go into Apple Store and buy a TV, Brent.
You can buy an Apple TV
Oh man,
and an Apple and use it for Apple Plus.
Whatever. I'm so done with you. Okay. You're
And if they wanted to,
I can't believe you have wasted 20 minutes of my Friday afternoon.
only because you look at things in a way like a dumb TV. That's all.
No,
you know, that's
I'm
how they
talking
make their
about
money.
privacy. I'm talking about apps with the privacy issue.
Right.
And you're trying to throw in the TV makers, and I think you went a bridge a little too far.
There are TV makers who are also app makers.
I
who are
asked you
also
for
digital
one,
ad
and you gave me Amazon.
Oh, I like. Let's see. What is he saying?
He likes Apple.
I like the Apple AirTags. There's issues with Apple AirTag. Have you seen
you? Oh my
the
God.
news story?
You've opened another can of worms.
Yep. Have Garfield? You need to check out the news story of people who are sticking those AirTags, these thieves that are sticking the AirTags on other people's cars and then letting them get to where their house is and then coming and robbing them and doing all sorts of crazy stuff because those AirTags, anybody can stick an AirTag on anything. You don't even have to know it. I would never use one of those AirTags.
Well,
just for that reason.
Just because what? So you just don't want to support them? I'm not using. I don't want
them anywhere near me because I think there was good use cases for why they did it.
Yeah,
but they've been overwhelmed by the negative use cases.
Everything that we do, there's a risk in technology. I mean, just like you said about smart TV. I mean, on the surface level, you would think it was, a great idea. But there are risks because there are people out there that their job is to be criminals.
They want to mess everything up for everybody else.
Well, they just want to steal and steal.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know
messes
what their
it up.
motivation is. Yeah, they're horrible people.
They are.
But they only make up a certain small percentage of the people in the world, and
That's true.
We have to.
But their impact is oversized.
Absolutely, because of the damage they do.
Exactly.
That's
why you see people who want dumb TVs and who don't want air tags around.
All right. Okay. Well,
that was fun.
No, that was not fun. That was exhausting.
I enjoyed it. I feel good.
So exhausting. We didn't talk about the rapper getting put in jail. We didn't talk about none of the good stuff this week.
Oh, what rapper got put in jail? I didn't even hear that.
Kid Creole.
From Kid Creole and the Coconuts? He ain't no rapper.
Wow, really?
When I think of Kid Creole, that's who I think of.
No, it's from Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was messed up.
Yep.
That dude
but that story's been going on for at least 5 years. That case. He finally got it just due.
Yeah, he's finally going to jail.
And
he's gonna be unemployed, all non-void,
walking
sitting around like he's Pretty Boy Floyd. Turns Stick-Up Kid.
Look what you done did.
Got sent up for an 8-year bid.
No shit.
All right. That just shows how both of us are really old. We remember all that stuff.
Extremely old. Extremely old. But
let me say
funny.
Thank you to Garfield. He stuck with us the whole time.
That was fun.
Good questions, good comments.
Valencia, thank you.
Yes. Good to see you this week.
And we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Are
you I thought you were going out of town next week.
No, I think it's the week after.
All right.
I think so.
Oh. Guess what I did for the first time in 2+ years?
Went to the airport.
Booked a flight.
Oh, you booked a flight.
It felt weird. Felt strange.
Felt weird and strange.
It's gonna feel real weird.
I mean, it will, but it'll get back. You'll be back in the swing of things in no time. You registered for Zoho? Let's give Zoho a shout out.
Oh no, not yet.
Get that done.
That's what, July?
Yeah, but they sent out the travel.
Oh, save the date thing, or
no, the travel to register.
No, I don't think I got it. I'm gonna have to get on.
I don't think
buddy.
So. I don't think so. You just probably missed it because I actually missed it too. And I was on a call for Zoho and was looking for the info in my email for that call and found an unopened email from. Anyway, we can do this on the back end of the show.
I'm going to take this opportunity to still give her the business.
Okay. Well.
All right. Beautiful weekend ahead. Mother's Day week. Oh,
yeah.
Tell Mama Ice.
I will.
Happy Mother's Day.
I certainly shall.
Are you going to see her?
Very much. No, I'm not going up this week because my brother's birthday is this weekend and he's come to town. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to try to go see Mom in the next week or two. Now I'm glad you reminded me I need to make a flight arrangement. Funny thing is, I don't have to do that on the weekends. I can do that during the weekday. That's good.
You can do that anytime really you want, but
yeah. But I'm just thinking, it's like, I don't have to fly on a weekend. I can fly any day of the week to see her because
absolutely
she's retired.
She is.
Yeah, she'll be there.
She'll be there.
That'll be cool.
She'll be there.
Okay, for real, Brent. What the hell? Oh, God. Stop.
Just call her name.
Stop this recording, bro. Do yourself a favor.
All right. On that off note, we will talk to you next week. We still do this, right?
Peace.
There we go.